Welcome to More Learn, More Teach, where I attempt to simplify the complex. Today we're going to talk about the arm. Specifically, we're going to talk about a human front right arm facing this direction. So that's the right arm at the side, palm facing forward. So I drew my little palm here, so you see we are facing forward. So I'm going to describe these parts, name them in their actual names, and then translate those names into English to maybe put some better perspective on what we're actually trying to say with these words. So the top bone, so the biggest bone, is the humerus. Humerus is a Latin word that means shoulder. So it is literally the shoulder bone. The top of the humerus has a ball, right? It's called a head, the head of the humerus bone. It is leading into the clavicle at the shoulder joint. The shoulder joint is a ball and socket type of joint. The other end of the top of the humerus bone are the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle. About midway down is the deltoid tuberosity. All of these words come from the Latin tubercilium, means tumor or a small swelling in English. At the bottom of the humerus, we have a little notch. That little notch on the inside, so on the inside, little notch is called the medial epicondyle. Condyle means knuckle. So epi is above, so above knuckle, medial inside. So the middle above knuckle is what this translates to. And these connections are where muscles are going to be attached, which are unique to humans as to where they're positioned. One of the ways you can identify human bones versus other types of animals. All right, on the other side, we have the lateral epicondyle. So lateral being the side, right? It's the outside. Epi above, and then condyle knuckle. So at the side above knuckle. All right, and then connecting the humerus to the radius and the ulna, we're going to have the capitulum. The capitulum is the smaller of these features, and that will connect to the radius. The larger is the trochlea. So capitulum means small head. As I mentioned, it's the smaller of the heads. So small head is capitulum. Latin, small head. The big one, the trochlea, is Latin for pulley. It's a pulley system. And it makes sense because that is going to be the workhorse for this bone system as it will fit into the elbow portion of the ulna. So the elbow joint is a hinge type joint. All right, so let's start with the inside. So again, we're facing this way. The inside bone is going to be the ulna. The ulna is the bigger of the lower bones of the arm. And ulna translates from Latin to English as elbow, because the elbow is a part of the ulna. At the upper part of the ulna, we have the elbow. The name for the elbow is the olecranion. The olecranion, this is a Greek word of ulne, which is ulna. So Greek ulne became ulna in Latin. And cranion, which is head, right? So this translates to elbow head. Makes sense, right? It's the head of the elbow, right? The elbow being the whole ulna. And at the bottom of the ulna, we have the styloid process. Styloid comes from the Greek word of stylos, which translates to English of pillar. On the other side, so again, facing outwards, the outside is the radius. So it's the smaller of the two lower bones. The radius. And that is going to have another styloid process. And again, styloid process is from the Greek stylos, meaning pillar. So little pillar. These little bones out here, these are the styloids. All right, and then of course, at the bottom of the radius and the ulna, we have the wrist, right? And the wrist, or the radiocarpal. Radiocarpal comes from the karpos, which is Greek for wrist. It's also Greek for fruit, but I don't know why. It just happens to be both fruit and wrist. All right, so I hope that was helpful in understanding the arm bones. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions that I can help you out with, I'd be happy to try and answer your questions. Send me an email at morelearnmoreteach@gmail.com.